What's up, car lovers? Welcome back to DriveDriftX, the channel where passion meets horsepower and nostalgia fuses with the future. Today we're about to dive into something that blends old-school charm with futuristic engineering, something that tugs at your heartstrings while blowing your mind with tech, the return of the Volkswagen Karmann Ghia for 2026. Yeah, you heard that right. Volkswagen has brought back the Karmann Ghia, a car that once ruled the streets as the stylish, affordable coupe, and now it's been reimagined for a whole new era. So buckle up, because this is going to be one ride you don't want to miss. Let's start with design, because let's be honest, the Karmann Ghia has always been about turning heads. Back in the day, it was famous for those flowing, hand-sculpted, Italian-inspired curves, and the 2026 version honors that legacy in a big way. The moment you see it, you know it's a Karmann Ghia. Low stance, wide body, and that sleek coupe silhouette. But Volkswagen has modernized it with bold touches like razor-sharp LED headlights, a seamless front fascia, and aerodynamic sculpting that gives it both beauty and performance. From the rear, you'll see a full-width LED light bar that feels futuristic, but somehow still retro, like it belongs to the Ghia family tree. And if you thought the original Ghia was elegant, wait until you see the new one glide down the street. It's the kind of car that makes people stop mid-conversation just to stare. Now step inside. And this is where Volkswagen really went all in. The cabin feels like a time capsule that's been given a futuristic makeover. You've got a fully digital driver display that blends seamlessly with a massive central touchscreen, featuring Volkswagen's latest infotainment system. There's wireless everything, charging, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, the works. But it's not just tech-heavy, it's stylish too. Volkswagen used sustainable materials like eco-leather, recycled wood trims, and even fabrics made from ocean plastics. The vibe is warm, minimalist, and distinctly European. The seats are sculpted for comfort but also hug you when you push the car through corners. It's like Volkswagen knew you'd want both retro charm and modern comfort in the same space. But we all know design isn't the only story here. The real buzz is under the hood. For 2026, Volkswagen is offering the Karmann Ghia in two powertrains. First, a turbocharged hybrid setup that delivers plenty of punch while keeping efficiency high. Think responsive acceleration with excellent gas mileage, perfect for those who love long weekend drives but don't want to spend half their paycheck at the pump. Then there's the full electric version, and this is where things get really exciting. The electric Ghia offers instant torque, near-silent cruising, and a range that's competitive with today's best EVs. Volkswagen hasn't given exact numbers yet, but insiders are saying we're looking at over 300 miles of range on a single charge. Imagine gliding down Route 66 in a fully electric Karmann Ghia, classic spirit. Future-forward energy. Now I've got to ask you guys, if you were getting the new Ghia, would you stick with the hybrid for that old-school engine note? Or would you go all in on electric for the clean, modern experience? Drop your answers in the comments because I really want to know which way the true enthusiasts are leaning. Price-wise, Volkswagen is aiming to make the 2026 Karmann Ghia surprisingly accessible. Early reports suggest starting around $45,000, which in today's market is not bad at all for a car that combines history, style, and advanced tech. Of course, higher trims and the EV version will push the price higher, but compared to luxury coupes or performance EVs, the Ghia might just be one of the most affordable ways to own a future classic. And that's the key. Just like the original Karmann Ghia, which became a cult favorite and a collector's dream, the 2026 model is already sparking hype in car communities. Limited production runs are expected, which means demand could skyrocket fast. Imagine owning one of the first models. This car isn't just transportation, it's an investment. Let's not forget the history here. The original Karmann Ghia wasn't about raw power, it was about design and spirit. It wasn't the fastest car, but it was one of the most stylish and approachable coupes you could buy in its era. People loved it because it was unique. It had the soul of an Italian sports car, but the reliability and affordability of a Volkswagen. And now in 2026, Volkswagen is tapping into that same philosophy, but with modern engineering. That's why this revival feels so special. It isn't just a remake, it's a rebirth. Here's another question for you all. Which other classic car do you think deserves a comeback like this? Should Volkswagen bring back the Scirocco, or maybe even reimagine the original Beetle as a performance EV coupe? I'd love to hear your picks because car nostalgia is a powerful thing, and automakers know it. As for performance comparisons, the 2026 Ghia doesn't try to fight the muscle cars or hypercars, it's in its own lane. But when you look at EV coupes or sporty hybrids in the 40 to 60K range, it stacks up impressively. Cars like the Tesla Model 3 Performance, the Polestar 2, or even Hyundai's Ioniq 6 could be seen as rivals, but none of them carry the same heritage story that the Ghia brings to the table. That's what makes this car unique. So, what's the verdict? The 2026 Volkswagen Karmann Ghia is more than just a revival. It's a statement that style never goes out of fashion. It bridges generations, speaks to classic car lovers and new EV enthusiasts alike, and proves that the best way to move forward is sometimes to honor the past. This is the kind of car that doesn't just get you from point A to point B, it makes the journey unforgettable. And that's why I love covering cars like this on DriveDriftX. They're not just machines, they're stories on wheels. So tell me, would you buy the new Ghia? Would you daily drive it or keep it tucked away as a weekend cruiser? Let's talk in the comments because I want to know how you'd use this modern classic. Before you go, smash that like button if you enjoyed the deep dive, hit subscribe if you're new here, and turn on notifications so you never miss a ride with us here on DriveDriftX. Trust me, we've got some insane cars coming up that you do not want to miss. Thanks for hanging out with me today. This is DriveDriftX signing off, and until next time, keep drifting forward.